Welcome to the Jobfather, Job Seeker Network Radio. Yes, I'm the Jobfather. I'm Foster Williams. And know what? That lady down there on the bottom is Dana Gingerich. We've been
Hi.
recruiters for a long time, and we are happy to be here. And this snowed in. Dana, you're all snow. Well, you're not very far from me over here. You're all snowed in over here, too. I'm in Grapevine. You're in Southlake.
Yep. We're snowed in and it's all good.
That's awesome. We're on here on Joe Coke Community Radio, and we really appreciate Tiffany Carlin Hurd for allowing us to be here. And as we always do, before we get started, we have a quick word of prayer. If you don't mind, bow with me. Father, we're all well. I don't want to say snowed in, but we're definitely iced in. Cars are slip sliding away. And we're all looking for a job, Father, and we ask that you continue to give us the information that we need to have in order to get to that job, that not just another job, but the job that you have for us. And we thank you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
All right. Dana, tell the audience a little bit about Dana. Tell them a little bit about you and your company and all that kind of stuff.
Well, thanks, Foster. Yes, so my name is Dana Gingerich, as Foster mentioned. And
How you spell Gingerich? How you spell that?
Ginger with an ICH.
That's my perfect.
It's the best way to say it. It's a German name and it's confusing. So I go by a lot of different things. Teachers never got the name right. So it is an absolute pleasure to be here. I have been blessed to be a part of talent acquisition for over 20 years now, which probably ages me, but whatever. And I am grateful to be here. I have seen and been a part of many different functions and types of talent acquisition and recruitment. And there's a lot of things that it's exciting to share with the job seeker community around what we see on our side of the table and tips and treasures and things that we can do to help and support each of you. So not only am I involved in recruitment, but also building, managing, and training talent acquisition teams, understanding the market, understanding current trends, compensation, some HR business partnership, because it's important that the organization understands who they need to hire and why, so that they're able to be more effective in their interviews with all of you when you're interviewing for the roles. So that's a little bit about me. Pleasure to be here. And as always, love the Jobfather.
Well, I wouldn't be the Jobfather if it wasn't for you. I've known you forever. And we have worked together, guys. And we both have the spirit of giving good information to help job seekers. We'll connect you. We'll do all that kind of stuff. But we have been blessed with this radio show. And we've been doubly blessed to have HR Heidi Torres with us. See her smiling up there. See that smile? I've known Heidi for a long time, but she's got that same spirit. She wants to help job seekers find their way to the right place. Y'all, we don't want just another job. We want to find the right place. Anyway, Heidi, tell us a little bit about you and your company. You know, you might want to tell us some priority jobs that you're recruiting for right now. This is the first part of the show is the time that we're going to talk and share stuff.
Love it. Hi, everyone. I'm Heidi Torres, or as the Jobfather likes to call me, HR Heidi. I am with Knect Recruiting, and we specialize in confidential search and placement of business professionals and support specialists. So for companies here in Texas, we source candidates nationwide through our network of recruiters and affiliates, and we do a permanent direct hire basis. So some of the opportunities that I have going on right now, especially here in the DFW area, because I know we have listeners all over, but right now we are looking for a senior and junior business analysts for a growing Dallas company. Got to have experience with like Power BI and Tableau, that kind of thing. We're also looking for accounts payable administrator for a North Dallas company with an emphasis in the construction industry. That's kind of the tricky part right there. That's a little thing, right? And got to be familiar with like the ERP softwares. Also in the Grand Prairie area, we're looking for staff accountants. So right now, the accounting
Wow.
industry, we need you.
Yes, it's a big. It's totally in demand. All finance and accounting right now, and data analysts.
Yes, yes.
Oh yeah, data
So,
analyst.
And I know we're going to have a special data analyst on later on today, right? So
Yeah, we absolutely will. And you'll be able to hear Riley talk a little bit about, what his experience has been. It might be something that you can utilize. I don't know, but it's
I
going to be good for you to know him ahead of time, because we proactively, with a lot of job seekers, we proactively look around, know what we're dealing with, and when we see the right opportunity, we can communicate, connect those folks to those opportunities. Well, you know what, guys? Heidi is an author as well of a book called The CEOs of Network. Look at there. Look at there.
whoa, that's awesome, Heidi.
And Heidi is a really, really good networker. Heidi's like Rex Sowett, who I hope Rex is listening to us today. Uh, Heidi is a networker. It's in her spirit. You can tell when you meet Heidi, you met somebody that cares and that actually is going to do something. Sometimes we're kind of robotic job seekers, when we're in the network. Yeah, we're here to meet people and we're talk about what we're looking for and stuff. But servant spirit is the one thing that gets us ahead and it gets us relationship. You know I was going to say that word, didn't you? Relationships with people. That
Yes.
servanthood, that servant spirit will get us there. So if we are interested in helping our fellow Americans as we meet them in whatever venue, it might be on Zoom, then we can carry that relationship forward and help each other. Everybody knows somebody. Dana knows a whole bunch of somebodies. I hooked up with Dana a long time ago. I said, this recruiter is I think Dana, I think I met you at Careers in Motion. I think it was the first
Correct.
time I met you, wasn't it? In a
Yeah.
network, look, guys, in a networking, I'm all network, I'm all relationship. I saw Dana, and Dana was running out. She was about to get on the computer. I was about to get on the computer. She was about to get on the elevator because she was
Yep.
late for a meeting, and then contacted later, and we became friends. And next thing you know, Dana is speaking at events. The people that we meet, like Heidi, like Dana, we like to have them speak to gobs of people. Y'all remember before we had all this pandemic and stuff, we would have 300 people that would show up at some of our meetings. We have a meeting.
Yeah.
A number of people that are listening to us now are down in Houston, and there was 600 people at one time
Mhm.
down at Between Jobs Ministry. We like to call it BJM. Um, and that is what our network is comprised of, guys. For a lot of you guys that are out of state listening, I'm going to tell you real quick. In this network, we got two type of networking groups, career management groups, you might want to call them. We have a general one. Here in Dallas Fort Worth, we have South Lake Focus Group. We have Frisco Connect. We have North Dallas networking, job seeker networking group run by Jeff Morris. A lot of you guys know Jeff Morris of careerdfw.org and careerusa.org. Guys, you can find out what's going on all over the United States on careerusa.org and what's going on around DFW on careerdfw.org, because we have a number. We probably got 45 or 50 groups that meet around Dallas Fort Worth. So we have the general networking groups, guys. Then we have the special interest groups, which were created by the Jobfather. Oh my God, him again. So these you might be in IT. Go hang out and talk to IT people. You might have HR. That's where I met Heidi. Go hang out with HR people. We got project management. We got wonderful leaders that are in all of these groups. So you guys connect with me, Foster Williams, and I will help you find the adequate special interest group that serves your skill set. So uh, guys, I'm gonna pick on Heidi. No. I'm gonna pick on Dana and Heidi because both of you guys are actively work. I mean, I'm actively working, but I kind of do something different. But what are some of the things, guys, that you're seeing in the market that you think job seekers should hear? Maybe some good tips. Maybe outside of the network. I'm always talking about the network.
Go ahead,
Well, I
Dave.
guess I can start. Or Heidi, did you want to go first?
No, go ahead.
And Heidi, when you jump back on, I want to see the book again and tell us where to get it. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So on my end, some things that I'm seeing right now is if you haven't heard of the Great Resignation and you haven't heard of how that's impacting specifically the market here in the US, go ahead and go Google it, do a little research. What's important for individuals to know, whether they're currently employed or looking for work, is that we have a supply and demand issue here in the United States. There are more positions than there are people.
Yep.
And as a result, with supply and demand, compensation and salary requirements are going up. And the demand for people continues to increase, thus increasing salary and compensation demands. It is a great time right now. If you happen to be a job seeker, take heart. And if you happen to be in a position where you're thinking about transitioning, it's a good time. The best thing that you can do is make sure that your resume and your LinkedIn are consistently updated to reflect your experience in the types of roles that you are most passionate about. Get networked in with multiple groups such as the Jobfather and Search for You, Frisco Knect. And if you go to Search for You under Foster Williams, you can see all of the job networks he has all over DFW. And if you're watching nationwide, you'll be able to see additional locations throughout the U.S. It's not
Yeah,
just
and there are jobs that are posted in different places too.
Exactly. So with that being said, getting networked in, and I'm hoping Heidi will give us some more information on some of her fresh ideas for networking, but really meeting people, getting out there face to face, letting people know that you're interested, in opportunities with organizations that they may know people. But just really getting out there right now is going to be key, and having your resume and LinkedIn consistent, up to date, is going to be important. So for me, I took some time to, even though I love my job and I'm happy where I'm at, I see what's going on in the market. So I took some time to update my LinkedIn and my resume to really reflect where I'm at currently in my career. And it dynamically increased the amount of individuals reaching out to me just by updating and making sure my keywords are reflective, my experience is reflective, and that I'm able to convey effectively who I am, why I'm valuable, and the experience I have. So that would be my advice, just on a very high level. There's a lot more to it. And honestly, I'm excited to hear from Heidi. Again, I want to see the book and where we can buy it. I'd like to get a copy. And what are your tips, Heidi, as they further try to network right now in this time?
Well, first, I'll say the book is available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Kobo. So you can get it on the ebook, you can get it in hardcover, paperback. And I am currently working on the audio version now. So I'm still working on that. But I totally agree with you, Dana, that your message, basically your personal branding, right, should be the same. Your resume, your LinkedIn profile. And I would even go so far to say, especially if you're solely like job search, like in your job search fully, your other social media platforms should also be aligned too. Because
Agreed.
Out there on the internet, hiring managers are going to take a peek. They're going to look. They want to see what you're up to. I was also going to say, Foster mentioned, great resources, and they have a lot of different networking opportunities to be on there, in person and virtual. Also, though, is to go where your industry is. So where are the people that are working in your industry?
Yeah.
And there's tons of LinkedIn groups, right, to be a part of. Go there, be there, because there are a lot of them are already in the role. You want to be in the role. So you need to connect with them, see what's going on, stay current with the trends, right? Be where they are. And the same thing's actually in your local venues. I mean, if you're open, I know some places are a little more restricted than we are here in Texas. But if you can get to face, go out to the conferences, go out to the round tables and meet the different people in your industry and connect with them. So you got to be where they are to be where they are.
Yeah,
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
that is such great advice. I can see why you're great at this, Heidi. I can.
I
I
got
was
a question, ladies. Okay, we're always talking about, we've gotten so technology laden lately. Uh,
Yes.
I personally, and everybody that knows me knows that I like the interpersonal relationship thing. I want to be able to shake the hands. I want to be able to. I am branded barbecue, so we should probably pick a time, go sit down and eat some barbecue. I get to know you. But guys, what do y'all think about job fairs? I know we got a lot of virtual job fairs right now. Those come in because I've got a networking heart. All of the stuff I love, but I've got the personality for that. So, what do you guys think? There are still job fairs that are walk up and meet people. What do you guys think about job fairs? How do you use them? Do you think that job seekers should spend their time going to a job fair? What do you think?
okay. I will tell it from the perspective of the job seeker because I was there not too long ago, right? I would
Uh-huh.
love job fairs. I actually went and even and connected with every table, even when it had nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
I connected with every recruiter there, right? Because I wanted to get to know them. And I connected with other job seekers while I was there. I remember there was a time I was actually talking to someone who was looking for, it was like an IT role, nothing to do with me. We were just talking before the fair started. And then
Oh
we
yeah.
got in there and then I went to one of the booths and the table and the recruiter's like, oh, I'm looking for an IT, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, I know someone right now you need to talk to. And I went across the venue, grabbed that person, walked them over and introduced them. Right. And both people remember me now, right? They remember me because I connected them, even though the role itself at the time had nothing to do with what I was interested in. So I think it's still great. I mean, and I think reading virtual ones. I mean, to go in and just make the connections because you never know, you know, where someone else might be able to connect you or you can connect to someone else. So that's my opinion.
Well, if you were to come and grab me and go and run me over to a recruiter and I were to get a job or get a chance to get a job, Heidi, I would remember you. We got to go to barbecue. We got to build a relationship,
Yes.
that kind of thing. And then if I'm a job seeker and Heidi tells me that she's a recruiter, you know what? I want to know. I think I need to stay on this Heidi's radar.
Absolutely. I need to mirror exact what Heidi said. I am a big fan of career fairs, conferences, opportunities in your space, whether
Hmm.
it's a specific career fair or whether it's a conference around your industry and the work you do. It is critical to get out there and meet other people. Think about the value of how many recruiters Heidi met face to face, not only for her to put forth a great impression and build rapport with people, but also as she is growing and scaling teams, she's meeting people out in the industry that she may think, that person really impressed me. I'm going to see if they'd be open to this job opportunity. And they're not even looking for a job. So if you really think
Yeah.
about it, and I've had success, I got into talent acquisition through a career fair. That is how I found out about recruiting. I went to a pharmaceutical career fair because I was interested in pharmaceutical sales, and there happened to be a company that was in medical based recruitment. I interviewed
Uh-huh.
them, and the rest is history. God opened that door for me. And here I am all these years later. I may have never gotten into this space had I not gone to that career fair.
Yeah,
So
you're
I'm
a seasoned recruiter now.
yeah. Let's ignore the season. Let's just say awesome. No, I'm kidding. Totally kidding.
I love it. Dana, you said something in the first stanza when you were first talking. You said keywords. Now, guys, I'm going to talk a little bit about what we do on our resumes, all that kind of thing. So let's start, guys, with the job description. So there's Riley. Hey, Riles. So let's start with that job description, guys. So you read a job description, you say, "Hey, that sounds like me." well, do your even before you apply, do more research. Look into the company, see what that company does, understand where they're going, understand what the job description might, the application of that job description and into what the company does. And of course, the whole time we're seeing things that we can do. Well, it comes that time to share. It might be it might be those keywords that Dana's talking about. But guys, those keywords have to fit into what they're looking for. The relevance of those keywords, how they're used, what the company is looking for. Those are the things that we want to share our experience in those areas. If Dana is a recruiter and you're going to send your resume to Dana or apply to Dana's job, Dana wants to see, I want to see those keywords, but do you use those keywords in a context? There's the keyword, the context that I'm looking to hire. Dana works for a healthcare company. She might be looking for someone with the word epic. She might have an epic position. Well, how you used epic software would be the key thing that Dana is looking for. And you have used epic as an end user. You may have used epic as you may have implemented epic into a system more on the IT side of things. And that's what Dana wants to see. If she's looking for someone that has implemented epic into a system, that's what she's looking for. She's not looking for the end user. So guys, be specific about the context of what you're putting in your resume when you're applying for these jobs. Then, did I say then, Heidi? That infers that there's another step in this process, right? Then maybe you know somebody that works at that company. Maybe you're connected with somebody on LinkedIn that works at that company. Maybe Heidi Torres knows somebody that works at that company. If she does, and you may have heard Heidi speak, you may have met Heidi at a networking event, you may have met Heidi at a job fair. Connect with Heidi, build a relationship with Heidi, take her to barbecue. And then, I apologize for the noise that you guys are hearing. I don't know what it is, but I will keep going. Connect with Heidi and build that relationship with Heidi, guys.
Here's a great way to save money on your prescription. If you take Viagra or Cialis, we can give you a way to pay $2 a pill. Compare that to prices as high as $60 per tablet. These pills work for men and women to improve their sexual performance. And now for the price of 2 or 3 pills, you can get nearly 100. There's no need to pay expensive prices for Viagra or Cialis. Call now with your prescription and pay as little as $2 a pill. We offer 24/7 service and always free delivery and confidential packaging. Change your life for the better and have fun. Call Pharmacy Shop 24/7 to get generic versions of Viagra or Cialis for as little as $2 a pill, plus free discreet shipping.
800-627-3988. 627-3988. That's 800-627-3988.
I would like to personally invite you out to the Blue Family Fund Casino Night. An evening of all your favorite casino games, next level auction items, great music, and an open bar. February 26th, 7 p.m. at the beautiful TX Whiskey Ranch in Fort Worth, Texas. All proceeds from the evening will benefit families of first responders. You need to get your tickets today at bluefamilyfund.org.
Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395, 800-709-4395, 800-709-4395, 800-709-4395.
Joco Community Radio. Listen live at tunein.com.
guys, are we back? We are back. Guys, I'm going to read something to you. Joco Community Radio. I want to talk about Joco Community Radio because we love Joco Community Radio. It stands for Johnson County Community Radio. It is a streaming radio, and it streams to other radio stations all over the United States. So we got people all over the place that are listening to us right now, and we welcome you guys. Joco Community Radio is proud to be the voice of Johnson County, and Johnson County is right here in Texas, guys, right next to Fort Worth, and it serves the Fort Worth and Tarrant County area, and live 365 on TuneIn Radio Network. To listen on the radio, go to tunein.joco.com and download the free app. We're streaming live simultaneously. I just talked to you guys a little bit about that. We are YouTube. Put this in, guys. https://youtube.com. And well, hopefully you can see this channel. UCJB1L small z IT. Oh my God. WCJQ small SIG. I have got to go down, guys. This thing is what I'm reading is going away as I'm talking to it. Anyway, guys, we're live on YouTube, and you guys go check out Joco. Joe's Joco. You can Google them up and check out that TuneIn app, and you can listen to us. Hi, Joel Fry. Hello. I've got an eye chart, Joel, and oh my God, I don't know what it's doing. This is our second installment of the show. And so we are going through, and we're going through all the technology and stuff that's involved with doing it the way we're doing it now, because we were in person last year, and you guys heard us and saw us in person. Joel, it's good to see you. Dennis McMillan, hello, sir. Hello. Michael Hudson, it's good to see you too. Guys, these are folks that are with us right now that are listening in and commenting. I love the comments. So, guys, I want to introduce you guys to my buddy Riley Moore right down there. Riley, wave to the audience. There, look at there. That's Riley right there.
Riley, hi.
Good. I'm glad you and Dana already have met. But guys, Riley's into data. Riley is a job seeker. You companies that are looking for somebody to hire, you know what? It's in my opinion. I've known Riley for a little while. There's a reason, because I have a relationship with Riley, and Riley is a wonderful person to get to know, and you will get to experience his personality here a little bit in a second. So Riley, tell us about Riley. Tell us what you do. Uh-oh, you're muted. That's not good. Can't hear you. Hey, Sharon, look at you.
It happens. It happens. It happens to all of
Guys,
us.
we apologize for the technical difficulties. You hear what I said? I talked about that technical stuff a while ago, didn't I?
Can you hear me now?
I
can hear
you
you.
now, Roz.
You hear me now?
We can hear
Can
you.
you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I work for that company.
Hey, here we go.
I work for that company.
This is my first go with this medium, so I've gotten to go in, with everybody else, WebEx and Teams and all of those. But yeah, I appreciate your patience. And Foster, I got to tell you, tried to read all that. I am a certified vision screener, so if you need, I can.
Oh, dude, yeah, we're gonna talk.
Yeah. So, hi, my name is Riley Moore, and I am a business analytics and strategy guy. I've got a background with retail and with medical device, and coming off of a 6-year stint with Alcon.
Wow.
Also, yeah. So we went through a little offshoring effort, and my job was impacted. So I am currently open to new opportunities and looking for ways to partner with leaders to help them understand what's happening with their business, and then provide data-driven, actionable insights to kind of move the company forward.
So you'll take a look at that data and figure out where they're going. And on your team, they'll tell you what they're looking at. You already know what the company's trying to do. You work for the company. So you'll be able to look at that information and say, hey, maybe we need to spend more time over here in this corner. Maybe we need to do this. Maybe we need to do that. Do I have an accurate opinion of what it is that you do, Rob?
Yes, sir. That's it. Yeah, I started out with pricing optimization and demand forecasting and a lot of systems integration stuff. So it's been a lot of fun. But that's really the short of it is, any business has a problem that they're trying to solve, right? And so how you connect with people and how you serve your customers is critical to your success. And so a lot of my focus has been in the supply chain, which is a really big mess right now for a lot of companies. But if you can see farther into the future, then you can adapt to what's coming a little bit better. And so that's a big part of what I do.
So Riley, basically, for those that don't understand data analysis, you're asking the right questions. You're cleaning, running, and crunching numbers, and you're bringing back a story to the company and showing them what they can do to be more efficient as quickly as possible to fix the issues, correct?
Took the words right out of my mouth.
That's awesome. Well, let me tell you, you're in a great place. You are in demand. Almost every organization is hiring data analysts and individuals that are able to analyze data and solve problems and make recommendations as quickly as possible. As you mentioned, the supply chain situation is a bit of a mess from all the COVID and a lot of other situations. And organizations are trying to move into newer technology and move from even just in time to AI. And we need the data analysts to be able to handle, communicate, and bridge that gap, correct?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's really an interesting time to be in this environment. So I'm looking for opportunities to maybe lead a team doing this. I'm especially interested in finding a small to medium business or a business that's growing rapidly and needs some help getting their arms around the supply chain operations or the sales and operations planning. The playbook, right? How do you get from here to next month? All your problems are solved, right?
Right.
So it doesn't always happen that fast, but being able to put together processes that produce wins and help customers get what they need. So, long story short, yes.
That's awesome. Riley, you are just an incredible individual. I can tell you have a passion for what you do, and any organization would be lucky to have someone of your caliber. I love the fact that you have excellent tenure in your work history and just phenomenal experience, data analytics, and numerous other critical areas around data analytics. Are you primarily searching for work here within the DFW area, or are you open geographically to relocate? Or, as we know, a lot of companies offer full-time remote, so that's another positive thing for job seekers is you can now in this day and age work for organizations in California and Illinois, Chicago area, the East Coast, New York, Jersey, Boston, and still stay from home. But what are your preferences as far as the types of opportunities with regards to geographical flexibility?
Yeah, so I've lived in Florida. I've lived in upstate New York. I've lived in Southern California. I'm a Texas boy at heart, grew up here. So I'm definitely interested in hearing about Foster showing me his college branded hat. I'll just leave it at that. I'll let you out yourself if you want.
As he's wearing a UCLA shirt.
Oh yeah, let me get my Bruins on there.
Woo.
You're sending mixed messages, Foster. You're sending.
I know. I just had Raleigh said that, and I had to help him with his insignias.
Sorry, Riley.
Keep going, Rouse.
All good. So I'm definitely interested in finding the right company and the right role. I'm coming from Alcon, and if you know anything about Alcon, they're really, really service driven. They have huge amounts of money and time and energy and medical missions going towards helping individuals live a brilliant life, see brilliantly. Some of the stories that really drove me to get up, even on a hard day or a day where, nobody wants to drive or even step outside, are things like people in India where, you've got a dad who goes blind with something that can be easily fixed, but they don't have the medical care and attention there available. And so it ends up one or two kids go to school, or who were going to school, go get a menial job to help support the family. And one or two kids are at home helping take care of dad. And you've got a generational loss here. And then, they're Alcon's partnering with organizations that do things that, I know it sounds like an Alcon commercial. It's really not, but with organizations to do things like bring surgical, solutions that give people their sight back. And in a lot of these cases, it's completely free to the guy who needs it, and taken care of by partner organizations that Alcon funds. And so being in a role like that with a company who has such an incredible opportunity and mission statement is something that has really driven me in the past, and is something that I'm definitely looking for as I look forward to my next opportunity to really do good and partner with people to change lives.
That is awesome. So Riley, what would you say, how did you end up getting into the data analytics space, and how does that really encompass your passions?
That's a great question. Yeah. So honestly, it all started with my grandfather when I was about 5 years old. He worked for Martin Marietta, and he got me interested in all this stuff. And from there, it just kind of grew, fixing things, learning about things, logic and strategy, all that stuff, playing strategy games. So from there, I went to UT Arlington after pursuing 2 years of a music degree at Hardin-Simmons, and changed to computer science. There's that head again. Wow. And then started studying MIS. And so wanting to join kind of management sciences and information systems to figure out how to optimize networks and systems. And I found after that I could do things in tools and systems with data that other people couldn't do. And it grew job on job from there. And really, I'd say I really got into business analytics when I moved to Harbor Freight Tools, was the business analytics manager.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
So that's really where I started having the most fun, and then landed with Alcon, and it's just been a great environment and a great type of job to do, right? Because really all you're doing is you're working with people to help them understand what they don't see in data. And so uncovering truths and opportunities to really go and make a difference, whether that's just getting somebody the inventory that they ordered, or something bigger, it's just a really cool opportunity to help people.
Hey,
awesome. Riley, that in the extraction phase of the information that you're analyzing, oh man, I sound like I knew what I was talking about, didn't I? So how has social media affected your job and what you do? Do you derive some of your information that you give advice on from social media and that sort of thing?
So one of the cool things is I've done a lot of kind of further training on LinkedIn Learning, and so there's a lot of ways to plug in there. There are classes that I've taken, like even Excel for data scientists. You can go in there and learn new things. I thought I was an Excel whiz, and I got to learn something. Yeah. So it's fun using social media to connect with other like-minded individuals and follow their pages and see what they're learning and what they're doing. And there are also a number of contributors who are creating content. So I would encourage anybody who's not on LinkedIn for that purpose, go find people who are like you. And even if they're not somebody that you can utilize as a networking from getting a job, or you're not interested in changing careers right now, it's really a cool way to kind of network and spur each other on.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of our listeners, Ashley Beffa, says, I love hearing how personal stories and experiences shape us into the person we want to be and the career we want to join. And, guys, with the, well, I don't want to say lack anymore. It's according to how our application of our relationship building goes. But we've got a lot of technical tools to help us connect with people. And I strongly suggest that we do that. And explaining and understanding and things face to face with people of how we ended up there is very important. Another thing for job seekers, guys, you'll get asked this question. Dana and I laugh about it all the time, is tell me a little bit about yourself. Guys, we want to keep that as concise as we can. When a recruiter or a hiring manager asks you to tell you a little bit about themselves, I don't think they want to talk about Foster was born in Waco and raised in McGregor, Texas, and went fishing and caught a 40-pound catfish and
Oh my
all
Lord.
that stuff. I think they want to talk about how in the world, just like what we just talked about with Riley. How in the world did you get into data analytics? Why do you like it? If you're talking with a good recruiter like Dana and myself and Heidi, we're going to be looking at your facial expressions and the energy that you are projecting as you're talking about the things that you like. So those are some of the things we want to think about. And Riley, you are, with your caring of things, I know that would be a position I definitely want to put you in, because you are the subject matter expert, and I love to sit down and talk to you. In fact, I'm going to do some of that with you. You just don't know it yet. Well, I just told you. But anyway, I'm going to sit down and talk to you about some ideas that I have behind the data that I'm seeing.
Yeah, that'd be great. Maybe we can meet up for some barbecue and do that.
You
got my attention, young man.
Riley, can you teach me some additional tricks on Excel? I'm actually taking a business data analytics course. It's a certificate course through Duke. And I was hoping to learn more on I'm learning a lot of great stuff on it, but I was hoping to learn more on Excel. And I have, pretty good solid foundation with it. But up until more recently, I didn't have to do some of the pivot tables and VLOOKUPs and things like that. And I just want to make sure I'm you might know some tricks and stuff with all your experience. So.
Yeah, one of the cool things that I figured out some years ago with VLOOKUPs is most people will use an index number.
Yeah.
And if somebody goes into your source data and inserts a column or deletes a column or changes, any of those kind of things, it can break all your VLOOKUPs. And so I've got a solution that Dana, I'll connect with you and we can walk through that will keep your VLOOKUPs intact when somebody adds or removes a column.
Okay, I'm excited. So I'm going to join the barbecue gang. Heidi needs to join too. And then we're going to get some Excel training.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, Riley, are you open to contract? Some people are not, and some people are.
Yeah, I mean, my experience is that, well, let me say it this way. When I was at Harbor Freight, the leadership team would point and say their hair's on fire, and that's where I'd go. I'd ride the fire truck and help whoever was really in a tight spot. And that, if you kind of expand that, that really is what contract is all about for me. It's getting in to meet some people that really need your help desperately, and being able to help them in a way that gets them set on the right path, and hopefully keeps them on the right path with some other, reporting and analytics to keep driving. So when it comes to contract, I'm definitely open. Yeah. And, we talked about location. I'm totally open to remote or hybrid or the right location, even in office full time. So I'm very open on a lot of that.
Good. You're a subject matter expert and you got significant experience in that field. So I think you could be a hitman. My longtime friend Joel Fry is with us. Hey, Joel. I think I said hey a while ago, but if I didn't, hey, Joel. And Joel says it sounds like excellent LinkedIn content. So that's something you and I can can talk about it a little bit later on, because Riley, I know you, I have a relationship with you, and I know that you are a very, I'm going to say seasoned. Dana wanted me to get rid of that word a while ago.
Seasoning is very important in barbecue.
Just kidding.
I'm
still aging myself with the word awesome too. So
yeah. So all of you guys that are listening, all of you guys know somebody, all of you guys know companies. You have had exposure to Riley Moore right now. And you know what? Tell companies about Riley, especially if you know that your friend or some company has a need for a data analyst in you know, at Riley's magnitude. Hey, you guys connect with Riley Moore, Moore, and connect. And that's how this networking thing works. That's what Dana said earlier. Hey, we just introduce folks. We're just people, you know. We introduce folks around. Please connect with me on LinkedIn for sure. And Heidi Torres, Torres. Did I get it right, Heidi? Heidi Torres. You guys, Dana and Heidi are both recruiters right now supporting companies. Well, I do the same thing too, but connect with me, because y'all know I am a net weaver, is what I like to call myself. You guys call me the Jobfather. I like it. It turned into a radio show. I love it. And so
how about we do a Dreamweaver?
Dreamweaver. That reminds me of that little thing that the Indians make on the anyway. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it's a little device. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, Dreamcatcher.
Dreamcatcher. See, I knew somebody.
I'm thinking Dreamweaver, like the song. There you
Absolutely. Go. Riley, folks are saying they're going to connect with you. That's wonderful. That's how this works. And Dennis McMillan says Dreamcatcher. That's right.
I see the private chat. I don't know how to chat with everybody, but it is on LinkedIn. It's linkedin.com/n/Riley Moore, RILEY MOORE.
Awesome.
And have I got 30 seconds? I can go back to Ashley.
Go.
Yeah, so Ashley, okay, let me tell you all about Ashley Beffa. I met this lady. She's become a good friend of mine. I met her when she was my PT tech from a boating accident last year. And I was impressed with her. And she's actually looking for another opportunity. I think y'all need to go take a look at her page, because the first time I met her, I was really impressed with hearing her personal story and how she got into wanting to do prosthetics. And so she's going back to get her master's degree right now and looking for something in that arena.
Great.
So I'm just going to throw that out there. And if you connect with me, or if you can see Ashley Beffa, BEFFA, on LinkedIn, I can point you towards her. If you've got anybody in that arena, she's also, as I said, doing PT. So
that's great.
That's great. Ashley, please link in with me. I've got a really, really good friend, a PT. Good friend. I don't use it for that. I use it for the friendship part. But but you know, guys, what we're hearing right now, it is networking. That's how you find out about things. That's why I invite everybody to come out to the groups. We are mainly still on right now on the Zoom platform. Some groups are starting to get back together. We got some groups in our RUMC area. Roswell United Methodist Church guys, hello, out in Atlanta. I know you guys are starting to get back together, and I am going to drive out to Atlanta because I like the food in Atlanta. I got a couple of restaurants in Atlanta I like to go to, and I'm going to come out there and visit you guys. I was just out there a couple of months ago. We had a seminar. It was wonderful, and it was good meeting all of you guys. And you know, we're slowly coming up on time. Riley, was there something you're trying to share with us again about Ashley? Did I cut you off?
No, not at all. I know she's in Dallas and trying to stay in that general area, but out of that, I just wanted to give a shout out.
Yeah, she said, thank you for the shout out, Riley. Happy to watch and to support. That's right, Ashley. We're not bad people.
Me too, Ashley. Sorry.
Yeah, no. Go. I talk all the time. You guys are.
No, it's okay. I was going to say, please connect with me too. If Foster and I both want you to connect with both of us.
And Heidi put her
All
information in
people
the
out
chat
there.
as well. Heidi, what do you got there? Let's see. Hold it up.
That's a book title.
Let's
I
connect.
love it.
I love it. I love it. Guys, again,
Oh.
Heidi Torres is with Knect Recruiting, Knect Recruiting. I love it.
Heidi, where can we find your book?
You can find it on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, and Kobo.
Perfect. Okay.
And you companies definitely check out Riley. Call Riley. You guys talk to Riley. I call him Riles. I've known him for a while. Talk to Riles.
That's a better name than mine from Foster.
Yeah, see if you guys got something or somebody in your company that that need to talk to Riley. Hook him up. All right, let me help you with that. Hook him up.
Oh gosh, here we go.
Oh, that's lame, isn't it?
Oh my God.
I'm sure somebody in the chat's gonna have something really unique to say about my hat.
It's okay. We still love you, Foster.
Good. So, Dana, what are you looking for? While we got a couple of minutes, do you have a priority thing that you're looking for right now?
Yep, looks like
Remember, we got people all over the nation listening.
Yep, I got a minute. So CarisLifeSciences.com, www.CarisLifeSciences.com. We have
Torres Life Sciences. Guys, we'll see you next Friday when we don't have so much ice on the road and technology problems.
Yeah.
Thank you. We'll see you around the horn.
Bye.
Thanks so much. Y'all have a great week.
You too.
Breaking news this hour at townhall.com. I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. Major winter storm that already cut electric power to some 350,000